What's up YouTube? It's Dre with Dre Fitness, and today we're going to be doing a shoulder workout. We're going to be burning these puppies up and making sure that our shoulders look nice and sexy. But in order for you to join me on this journey and showing you how these puppies get grown, you're going to have to subscribe to the channel and make sure you like the video, leave a comment in the comment section about what your shoulder workout looks like and what your shoulder movement is your favorite. So, without anything else in the way, we're gonna dive in. Oh, also, we're using a mouth guard. I've tried this for about 2 weeks and I'm not quite sure on it yet, but we're gonna give it a shot. So let's roll into this workout and let's get ready to go. The first workout we're doing is going to be some rear delt raises here. Doing that on the bench. We're using PowerBlocks today. We're gonna see how this goes. Let's do this. All right, that movement, like I said, rear delt. What I'm trying to do is, I'm not trying to come out this way. I'm actually trying to get an angle on it, pull it back like that. Just kind of helps really engage the rear delt, really keep that portion of the muscle being the one that does most of the work. The other thing I'm doing is I'm practicing bracing as we go along. Now, what I can say about the mouth guard, if you're interested, makes it really hard to breathe. I know they make other ones. I didn't want to pay 60 bucks for something I wasn't going to use, so I'm trying these NXT R&D. I don't remember what it's on YouTube. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description, the ones I'm using. It works pretty well. Again, just a little bit difficult to breathe. Anyways, that's enough talk. It's enough rest period as well. So we're not going to jump in. I'm gonna hit another set. Now, main thing you'll hear all over YouTube, everything, it's making sure that you're pushing the weight high enough to put you in a level where you're really going to stimulate that muscle growth and making sure that you're really trying to go to failure. With shoulder stuff, I try to not get too far into that of failure. I don't do failure every rep or every set, I should say. I do focus on, as I near my last set, I'm getting closer and closer to failure. And the reason being is I've had 3 shoulder surgeries, 2 torn biceps, and I'm trying to take things in a way where I'm comfortable with it. So don't feel like you're being shamed if you're not going to fatigue or you're not going to failure on every single set. As long as you're really focusing a little bit on that time under tension and you are pushing yourself a little bit, and on the last set you hit failure, that's perfect. But again, your shoulders, keep them healthy. Having shoulder surgery sucks. I would not recommend it to anybody. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. We're gonna jump into the last set of this, and then we're gonna move into the next movement. That next movement is shoulder pressing. So we're gonna finish here, then we'll move on to that. Okay, last one. Now we're gonna go partial. Ready? So that's the first workout in this routine. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right, as promised, we're moving on to the second movement in this shoulder routine. We're gonna be doing dumbbell shoulder presses. Now, I don't like to go super heavy on these, on the dumbbell, even on the barbell side, primarily just because I've really bamboozled my shoulders and really done some damage to them. So I get a lot of my shoulder development pertaining to the weight and putting weight resistance on it on my bench press, and I like to keep it that way. So I like this to be more of an auxiliary movement and really focus on time under tension with these ones. So they're just your typical shoulder presses, overhead shoulder press, but we're gonna focus really on the explosive power up, and a nice little time under tension on that eccentric movement. So this is what it's gonna look like. We're gonna go through the first set of this. We're gonna hit 4 sets of these. Here we go. I am only doing 40 pounds each arm, 80 total, right? And with that slow eccentric movement down, even 40 pounds feels extremely difficult. Now I got through all my 10 on that one. I'm actually gonna bump weight up a little bit. We're gonna bring the repetition down to 8 because I'm focusing a little bit on that time to failure and everything, rather than starting as heavy as I can and then dropping the weight. I'm doing it a little bit different, trying to keep things a little bit conjugate. Usually I will actually go, especially on my hypertrophy phases, I'll do the opposite. I'll do 6, 8, 10, 10 on the reps. We're doing quite the opposite here, where we're gonna go 10, 10, 8, 6, okay? So we'll do one more set actually at this weight. I know I said that we're gonna drop down to 8. That'll be on the next set. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of extra time here to breathe. As you can tell, I'm breathing a little heavy. That's because I got a little punch. But we're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna add some more weight, drop the reps down, and continue to move. So we're gonna rest, and we'll jump in. I'll mention one more thing. Now, I'm using a flat bench, no back support on these ones. I'm trying to focus also on my breathing, stabilization, and getting that all figured out. It does distract a little bit from the shoulder. So if you want to really just hyper focus on the shoulder movement and not have to worry about core engagement, you can use an adjustable bench or a shoulder bench, yeah, a 90-degree bench. And that way your presses are all just about that pressing, holy crap, I can't talk, the pressing movement, and it focuses a bit more on the shoulders. But for now, we're gonna keep going this way. I like to focus on my core, keep myself as tight as I can, finish it up. So here we go. Let's jump into set number 2. Like I said, I get really hard, really fast. I mean this thing, not my, anyways, you get the picture. So we're gonna adjust the weight and go from there. That is frying my shoulders. Don't forget to drink your H2O. All right, we gotta go up again. So we're gonna adjust one more time. Last set, we're gonna hit 6 and go up to 50s on each side. And we're gonna try to go as slow as we can. Burn these puppies. Bet some hypertrophy work in there. Let's do it. Nothing left in the tank. That was a good one. Gross. Okay, we're on to the third workout for shoulders. And this one is really focused around not deadlifts. Though the initial movement is going to be a trap bar deadlift, it is not. We're actually gonna do shoulder shrugs within the trap bar. I seem to have a little bit more stability with it this way, and I can really focus on that hold at the top and then the slow eccentric down. But before we jump into the workout, itself, I want to talk about 2 items I'm using here that I have found to be fantastic. Now, the first one is going to be this trap bar. This is the Bells of Steel trap bar. I've had this for a while. I plan on doing a review for this later on. I'm not going to do that now. But if you're interested in this trap bar, again, it has its own jack system. You can find the link in my description below, as well as right now, actually, I'll mention Bells of Steel is having a fantastic sale, or at least will be having a fantastic sale on their kettlebells. I'll actually provide a link in the description with the discount code, all that stuff that you will find in the description, so you can get some really badass kettlebells from Bells of Steel. Kettlebell work is important. Do not skip on your kettlebell work. The last item I want to talk about, and this is another one we're going to do a really short review, it'll probably be a short, is this sucker right here. It is the Lockjaw's newest item here. And this barbell clamp, first of all, it is magnetic. Fantastic. If you have bumper plates, that won't work, but the rest of this is still steel, so it will stick. And then on top of that, this thing holds weight so damn well. I was so surprised. The way that it works, the mechanism, fantastic. Anyways, I'll be doing a review on this one as well. Let me know in the comment section if you have one of these, or if you want to see the full review on this. Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna clamp this up and we'll get ready to jump right in. Fantastic. Go. Set. That's 10. We're gonna do, on this one, only 2 more sets. We're gonna keep it heavy. We're gonna keep doing 10 reps. And the reason we're not gonna change weight on this one is we have deadlifts tomorrow, and I wanna keep my back as healthy as possible. So we're gonna keep it at this weight. We're not going up, or we're gonna shoot for another 10. I kind of grabbed that a little off on the center of gravity, so the weight seemed to be falling forward. We're gonna go ahead and give it a shot here after we get a little bit longer rest. We're jumping into set number 2. Now you notice I'm sweating like a mother trucker. One thing that a lot of people have a misconception of is that they have to go blast 5, 10 different exercises in order to really feel it. But that is really not going to get you the results that you're wanting. You find the key movements that are going to help you build the muscle groups the way you want to, and then you really focus on those, whether that's 4, 3, 5, it's a weird way to count, 3, 4, 5 sets, and you focus on the eccentric, time under tension, and you push yourself relatively hard. On these ones, I can actually push myself pretty hard, but that is what's going to help you develop the most. You don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours. Granted, I have a home gym. I can do whatever the heck I want here. I can be here for 2 hours. Oftentimes, that's me just dinking off. But in order for me to get the right workout, get the same stimulus, and not destroy my muscle groups or anything like that, I focus on the main movements. This is actually the last portion of the shoulder, and we're going to swizzle over to some other auxiliary work that we're going to do. But for now, we're going to focus on this one. We got 2 more sets on the trap bar shoulder shrugs, and then we will be done with shoulders. So here we go. Set number 2 is complete. We're gonna rest, and we're gonna hit the 3rd. All right, so that is it for shoulder. We're gonna do some additional auxiliary work, primarily core work, and then that's really it. I'm gonna move up. So, when it comes to shoulder work, you don't have to use 20 different movements. Focus on those main movements and then build it out. The other thing I can mention is if you're really focused on blowing up your shoulders 2 times a week, if you really want to, and then change it up. Don't do that same workout twice in the week. Do it once, change it for the second one, do some variations, and then you'll see some gains that will happen directly from that. Anyways, this is Dre with Dre Fitness. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.